Ladies and gentlemen, let's cut the nonsense and get real about your future. Someone smart once said the future isn't something you enter, it's something you create. And I'm standing here shouting, hallelujah, because that's the truth. It's not a cosmic lottery, where you scratch a ticket and win a yacht. It's not a surprise party with confetti and a cake you didn't bake. No, the future is a construction site. Dusty, sweaty, and yours to build. You're the architect, the contractor, and the guy swinging the hammer, probably missing the nail half the time. If you're waiting for life to hand you a golden tomorrow on a velvet pillow, snap out of it. You've got to create it, step by clumsy step. Today I'm unloading a truckload of tools, practical, actionable, and with a little humor thrown in. Because building your future isn't just serious, it's your masterpiece in the making. First up, decide what you want. Decide like your life depends on it. Because it does. Most folks stumble through life like they're in a grocery store blackout, grabbing dented cans and expired cheese, then wondering why their future tastes like disappointment. Action step 1. Grab a notebook. Yes, paper, not your phone, because TikTok dances won't pay the bills. And write down 5 things you want in 5 years. Be specific, not vague like a politician's promise. Don't say, I want to be rich. That's like saying, I want air. Write it clear. I want $50,000 in the bank, or I want a coffee shop where I can sip espresso and silently judge bad latte art. Give your future a name, a face, a zip code, make it real. Next, figure out where you're starting. Action step 2, do a life audit, and don't sugarcoat it. Sit with that notebook, call it your future creation manual, sounds official, and list your assets and liabilities. Assets are your wins. I can bake a cake that doesn't poison people, or I'm a wizard at pretending I'm on a Zoom call. Liabilities are your baggage. I binge reality TV until 2 a.m., or I owe my cousin $20 from a bet on a turtle race in 2012. Be honest, it's just you and the page. You can't build a penthouse on a swamp. Know your ground zero, or you're swinging at ghosts. Now action. Because dreaming without moving is like planning a world tour from your recliner. Action step 3. Pick one goal and chop it into tiny bite-sized pieces. Want that coffee shop? Day 1. Google small business for dummies. 5 minutes free. Day 2. Doodle a logo on a napkin. Looks like a drunk squirrel drew it. Perfect, it's a start. Day 3. Skip that $6 latte that tastes like burnt regret and pocket the cash. Baby steps stack up. In a year you've got a plan, some savings, and a dream that's not just hot air. Don't wait for the stars to align. Start messy. Start today. Action step 4. Schedule your future like it's a VIP meeting. Open your calendar. That dusty app you only use for dentist. 3 p.m. and block out time daily. 15 minutes. 30. An hour. Steal it from somewhere. Call it future building time in big bold letters. Tell your family, I'm crafting my empire. Unless the roof's caving in, I'm unavailable. I knew a guy who swore he'd write a novel when he had time. Time never RSVP'd, but his Netflix streak hit platinum. Put it on the clock, or it's just a fairy tale. Discipline's your next move. Action step 5. Nail down a habit that sticks like gum on a shoe. Pick one thing for your future and tie it to something you already do. Want a code? 10 minutes after brushing your teeth. Call it bite and brush. Want to hustle at that coffee shop? 10 squats before your morning brew. Sweat now, caffeine later. Habits are the rebar in your future's foundation. Miss a day, okay, life happens. Miss 2, you're auditioning for Couch Potato of the Year. Consistency trumps talent. And it's hilarious when your cat judges your squat form. Action step 6. Face obstacles like they're bad comedy routines. Laugh, then outsmart them. Life's throwing curveballs. Your car dies, your boss invents a deadline. Your kid turns the dog into a Picasso. Don't sulk, solve. Write the problem in your manual, then list 3 fixes. Car's kaput. 1. Beg $50 from your tightwad aunt with a sob story and a muffin. 2. Ride the bus and study coffee shop. 101 on your phone. 3. Watch a YouTube mechanic video and pray you don't lose a finger. Obstacles aren't walls. They're speed bumps. Chuckle at the mess, then roll over it. Money time. Action step 7. Launch a future fund and make it fun. Open a savings account online. 5 minutes, no excuses. And name it something wild like Billionaire Boot Camp. Drop $1 in today. Yes, $1. Start small. Start real. Tomorrow add $2. Next week, ditch one takeout taco and toss $8 in. It's not the amount. It's the muscle you're building. I knew a guy who saved $2 a week in a sock. 5 years later, he had a down payment and smelly socks. Cash grows when you feed it. Your future's hungry, start the buffet. Action step 8. Learn something daily. Because ignorance isn't cute past kindergarten. Read one page of a book. Something useful like The Richest Man in Babylon. Not Werewolf Love Part 9. Or watch a 5-minute YouTube tutorial. Budget hacks. Not top 10 ways to procrastinate. Scribble one takeaway in your manual. Savings beats spending, or don't trust werewolf romance. Knowledge is your jet fuel. Stack it. And soon you're schooling your buddies on interest rates, while they debate pineapple on pizza. Action step 9. Audit your posse. Your crew shapes your future more than you think. List the 5 people you hang with most. Are they builders or whiners? If your pal's proudest moment is a high score in Candy Crush, you're in trouble. Find one winner. Someone with a business, a hustle, a pulse, and take them to lunch. Cheap burger. Big questions. How'd you do it? Write their wisdom down. Keep your old pals, but add some heavy hitters. You're the average of your 5. Pick ones who don't drag you to level 0. Action step 10. Fail fast. Fail funny. Fail forward. This week, try something. Pitch a gig. Apply somewhere. Bake that coffee shop cake. Flop. Laugh it off. Cake's a brick. Call it rustic and retry tomorrow. Write what tanked and one tweak. Too much salt. Measure next time. I pitched an idea once. Guy laughed so hard he cried. Next day I fixed it. Pitched again. Got a deal. Failure's a teacher, not a tombstone. Your future digs a scrapper, get up swinging. Action step 11. Track your wins like a scoreboard. Every Sunday, crack open that manual and write 2 lines. What I did this week for my future and what's next. Maybe saved $20. Read 3 pages. Then call a realtor about shop space. Seeing progress is rocket fuel. It's a game, beat the level. Mock the dragon you slayed. Keep climbing. Skip tracking. And you'll wake up wondering where 5 years went. Action step 12. Reward yourself, but don't go broke doing it. Hit a goal. $50 saved. A week of squats. Celebrate smart. Buy a $3 ice cream and eat it slow. Or stream a movie you've seen 10 times. I knew a guy who marked every win with lobster dinners. Bankrupt but butter scented. Keep it cheap. Keep it joyful. Keep the engine running. Rewards remind you you're human, not a robot. Action step 13. Talk yourself up. Build a hype habit. Every morning look in the mirror and say, I'm creating my future and it's gonna be epic. Write it in your manual. Today I believed in me. Sounds cheesy? Good, it works. I knew a lady who whispered affirmations daily. 10 years later, she owned half her block. Self-talk isn't fluff. It's steel for your spine. Action step 14. Cut one time suck this week. Pick a vampire. Scrolling X. Binging reruns. Arguing with your cousin about aliens and slay it. Replace it with a future move. Read plan. Sweat. Write the swap in your manual. Ditch 30 minutes of X for 30 minutes of hustle. I dropped late night TV once. Suddenly had hours to scheme. Time's your gold mine. Stop shoveling it into black holes. Action step 15. Give back. Because a future worth having lifts others. This week, help someone. Teach your nephew to count change. Fix your mom's Wi-Fi. Pep talk your pal. Log it. Today I gave a hand. Generosity's jet fuel. A guy I know built a business and tutored kids free. Now he's got cash and a street named after him. Build a future that echoes beyond you. So there's your blueprint. 15 steps to create your future. Grab that notebook. Audit your chaos. Chop a goal. Schedule it. Glue a habit. Outwit the mess. Fund it. Learn daily. Upgrade your crew. Fail with flair. Track the climb. Reward the grind. Hype yourself. Ditch a drain. And lift someone up. The future's not a gift. It's a hammer and nails. Start swinging. Make it practical. Make it funny. Make it yours. Your tomorrow's begging for it. Get to work.